Hey Cancer, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, January 22nd to Monday, January 29th, 2018. Now, what's going on this week, Cancer, is we've got Mercury and Pluto right here in your 7th house of partnerships, okay? And they're making a conjunction this week where they're coming together, and it's going to be on Wednesday, okay? And what I think that's going to bring for you, Cancer, is some intense conversations that could occur for you with the other people in your life. Because this is your 7th house, it is normally your one-on-one relationships. So it could be a romantic relationship that you feel committed to in some way, a marriage partner, or even a business partner could fall into this house. 7th house also rules courts, so maybe it could be some intense conversations too with the court system coming in. Okay, because this is Mercury, after the Sun and Venus were just in the same spot a few weeks ago, I don't think that these are major changes going on. I think these are kind of like little bits and pieces of your life that were not dealt with earlier, that we're now trying to go back to get and to communicate about to make sure that everything is clear. All right, I think that's what's happening here for you in your relationships. I think these bits and pieces that we're having to deal with when it comes to our relationships and other people have to do a lot with our money and our finances, because Pluto is involved here, and Pluto also deals with your shared finances and resources. I think it could also have to do with some deep, intense feelings that it is that you have beneath the surface that maybe you don't talk about that often. So maybe what you're doing here is trying to go back with your relationships to communicate about what you really want and feel on the inside, and about how you really want to share your money or your time or your resources with other people in a way that you feel is better for you, okay? Because you're dealing about such serious things, again, these conversations could be hard, all right? But I ultimately think that they are meant to be better for you, to open up some doors for you in some way. Now, those doors for you, Cancer, that I think these conversations are meant to open is going to be right here where Jupiter is, in your 5th house of happiness. Because we do have Mercury on Thursday, right after it makes the conjunction to Pluto, making a sextile over here to Jupiter. So I think these hard conversations with other people about your feelings and your resources are meant to help you eventually create more of a life that you enjoy, that makes you happy, to find more of the romance maybe, and then the passion in your life once again, okay? Could also help you here to work more on a passion project that it is that you want to work better on that project. And it could also help you, these hard conversations, to even work better with kids, if you have kids in some way coming in, all right? So I do see it being a good thing in the end, even if it is a little bit uncomfortable to talk about these things with other people, all right? After you have these conversations on Friday and on Saturday, right around that time, Mars is then going to move here into Sagittarius in your 6th house of your job and of your daily routines. So I think having these hard conversations here to allow yourself to be happier and to find more of the joy in your life is then also going to allow you to have a job or a set of daily routines that you feel is better for you. It's going to help you to move forward on some of those things, to organize your life better, get your health right as well, and to just feel like you're making some progress doing some things you need to do on the day-to-day, all right? So I do see it ultimately being a good thing. However, on Sunday, there could be some unexpected communication that comes up again. All right, that's because on Sunday, Mercury then comes off of Pluto and Jupiter and makes a square over here to Uranus, which is in your 10th house of career, of your social standing, and of your reputation. So on Sunday, there could again be some uncomfortable communication that's unexpected that comes up with your relationships, your one-on-one partnerships in some way, and about where your life is going, how you see your life, about your career, okay? Because this is a square, this could be a little bit jarring. Maybe you weren't expecting someone else to say something to you about your career, about where your life was going in some way. But really needing to accept this unexpected thing into your life and figure out how to integrate your relationships into this new career direction, or this different career direction that it is that you're seeing, all right? I think if you can figure out how to bring these things together and how to communicate about this unexpected thing in a way that works, it will ultimately in the end also open some doors for you here. okay? And that's because shortly after Mercury makes this square to Uranus, it then makes a sextile over here to Chiron in your 9th house of something new that you have not done before, okay? Mercury makes the sextile to Chiron, okay? So any unexpected communication that comes up with other people about where your life is going and about where you see your life and the reputation that you want is ultimately going to help you in the end to do something new that you have not done before. Travel, study, learn something new, okay? So I do think that it's going to be very, very good for you. It's just a matter this week of getting through some hard and difficult and uncomfortable conversations where you're being very open and honest with the other people in your life about what it is that you want and need on the inside. And I think if you can do that and make allowances for some unexpected things that may happen, it will then help you here to have a job that you want, to be happier, and to do something new that's exciting that you have not done before, okay? Then after all of that goes on Monday, so the very, very end of the time frame this horoscope is for, Venus is then going to come into a conjunction with the North Node in your 8th house of changes going on, okay? So I think what's happening here is that there's lots of changes going on in your life, changes in relationships, changes in passion projects, changes with money that have been happening lately, okay? Especially with the Mercury-Pluto thing that's been going on this week and with some other Pluto stuff happening. And I think at the very end of the week with the Venus South Node thing coming in, it's saying, okay, make the changes you need to make here with relationships, with money, with things like that. But make sure as you're making some of these readjustments that you're keeping an eye here on where the North Node is in your 2nd house of money and income, okay? Make sure that as you're making some of these changes here, that they're finally starting to help you do more of the things that you want, that they're finally starting to help you attract the income that you need, the money that you need, that they're helping you feel more confident and comfortable in your life and use more of your gifts and your skills and your talents, okay? So I see that coming in at the very end of the week after you've made a whole bunch of changes in your life and in your relationships lately, really trying to figure out, okay, now that I've made these changes, how can I take them to build more stability into my life, to feel more comfortable with my life, feel more confident with what I have, and bring more income to me? And I think if you can get the balance right this week between making the changes and bringing more of that stability in here and trying to find your happiness, find your joy in the day-to-day as you do something new, it could be a very good week here for you to start to feel like you're moving forward, you're making some progress, stepping into some new chapters here in your life, okay? Especially with your job and your daily routine, and especially when it comes to your relationships. All right, so that's what I've got for you this week, Cancer. Your card for the week is the 10 of Swords upright. This is a card of ending. Something in your life is ending this week, okay, to make room for something new that's going on. And I think this card here is encouragement here to let go of anything that is not working for you, let go of anything that is not serving for you, and to let yourself move into new chapters. Sometimes when we get this card upright, we're holding on to things that we used to have. We're holding on to an old life, and this card is a sign that your old life is not here anymore. Your old plans are not going to work out, and really needing to move into new chapters, new situations, do new things with your 9th house coming in. And I think if you allow yourself to do that, you're going to be surprised at how many more doors are going to open up for you, okay? So that's what I've got for you this week, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.